First edition full complete jungle set, 3,500. First edition Team Rocket set, including the first secret rare Dark Raichu, 83 out of 82, 5,500. Base set. So 45,000.
What is up, everyone? I just got back from one of the largest card shows in Canada, and I'm here to show you that experience. I had so much fun going to this. My main goal for this card show trip was to collect Pikachu cards for my new Pikachu binder. And so I went in with a bit of a list of cards that I wanted to add to my Pikachu binder, and I definitely fulfilled that list. Before we get into the vlog, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. We are trying to grow the community here, and I would love if you could be a part of that. Here is my card show vlog, and I hope you enjoy. So we had a really fun time at this card show. However, it was really busy this time. I don't know why there's just so many people. I don't know if it has to do with the current like investing scalper kind of buzz of Pokemon, but the Pokemon section of this card show in particular was so busy. It was crazy busy. People were bumping into me left and right. It was very hard to film. So right off the bat, I want to apologize for any shaky footage that there might be. But yeah, it was a really hectic experience. So main thing of this card show, like I said, we are hunting for Pikachus for my binder. Now it's not a graded slab binder, which means I wasn't really looking for many slabs. However, that seems to be a really big thing at these card shows, is they're mainly slabs. And I hate slabs. Like, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I really don't like graded cards. They're good every once in a while, but generally, like, I either want to put my cards in a binder or display them, and like, I know like slabs are good for display, but I don't know, I think they're kind of ugly. Like, and I feel like slabs are honestly just an excuse for people to charge more money for things. I really don't care about the condition of my card unless it's like really destroyed. It's all about the art of the card, and at the end of the day, the majority of them are the same, you know? Like, unless it's totally scratched up and you can't see the art at all, then yes, condition matters, but other than that, it doesn't really matter to me. I didn't really like that there was mostly slabs at this card show, and there always is, because like I said, it's an excuse for people to charge more money. So of course, if they think they have something gradable on their hands, they're gonna grade it. However, I did see a lot of things that were PSA 8s, which at that point, you might as well just crack it out of the slab and sell it raw, you know, because PSA 8s are often less than just raw cards. Majority of the time, I'm not entirely sure about that though, so I don't know much about grading, so don't quote me on that. But now I was on a little bit more of a budget this card show. I didn't want to spend too much money, especially because we are in a Pokemon market boom right now. I do want to give a big shout out though to the people who donated $35 for me to pick up some stuff for the channel at this card show. It means so much to me, and I want to give you guys a big thank you. When things are in a boom, it feels weird. I don't really want to support people for upcharging. However, I do understand. I actually was recently taking a look at distributors in Canada, like just the Pokemon distributors, and they're upcharging. They are upcharging. The actual distributors are charging more. So I do get why stores, there's been a lot of like stores charging more, like places like Target, and it might be because the distributors are actually charging more, the very source that cards come from. I think that's a little bit weird. However, I don't know much about the distributor world of things, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's normal. But yeah, it was weird. Like, they were charging like $90 for like Paldean Fates booster bundles, which was weird. I was like, that's not the price they're supposed to be, but okay. I didn't want to buy anything too expensive. I didn't want to buy anything that was like currently a part of the boom, really, because it doesn't feel good to buy things. When I look at my card show vlog from this time last year, things were like, you could get a booster box for $150 Canadian and now they're $300. I did buy a Surging Sparks booster bundle at a little bit higher than what GameStop usually charges for it. Of course, things don't really have tax at these shows, so you have to factor that in as well, but it only cost me around $15 more than what GameStop would charge me, which isn't that much, like, you know. And I wanted to buy at least one thing to crack open here on the channel, so I did do that. It was interesting to check things out with the new sets being released, like Prismatic Evolutions and Journey Together. It was just interesting to see what people were charging and how much people had of every set. There was a bit of Prismatic Evolutions. I would say there was more Surging Sparks than Prismatic Evolutions that I found, but I didn't get any Prismatic Evolutions because it was very expensive. Journey Together wasn't too expensive. It was a little bit higher than the usual price, but it was nice to see that that wasn't super high, because I don't really think it's a set that should be super high. Well, I don't think any of them should be super high right now, any of the newer sets at least, but it was nice to see that at least was kind of normal. Surging Sparks was also kind of normal, except for things like the booster boxes. Those were really expensive, the booster boxes, and so I was avoiding stuff like that. Obviously love Prismatic Evolutions, but I'm just not going to pay $120 for a booster bundle, so I mainly stuck to singles during this. Like I said, not graded. I just wanted stuff to put in my binder, and then I picked up one product to open here on the channel. Yeah, I think I did pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with what I got. I found a lot of cool Pikachu cards. Pikachu's my favorite Pokemon if you don't know, and so I found a lot of cool stuff. There was a lot of cool stuff that I wanted to buy that was a little bit out of my price range though. You know, I don't think I can ever justify paying like $100 for a single card, but maybe one day. As of right now, I think that's crazy, but I did find some good cheap singles. I generally kept it under $30, I think, per single. Like, I didn't buy any card that was over $30. But yeah, it was really interesting to see how people were pricing Prismatic Evolution singles and stuff. I didn't see a lot of Prismatic Evolution singles. I don't know if that has to do with the pull rates of Prismatic Evolutions, or maybe people just couldn't get their hands on them really. I only saw a few, and they were pretty expensive. I came across this store, which I have actually seen it before at this card show. They make custom art cases for your Pokemon cards. I think it's really cool. I still haven't bought one, even though I've seen them like 3 times, but I do think they're really cool. And then I played this game, and I played it last time, and I got a pretty good prize. I got a lunchbox tin, I don't remember which one, and it cost $20 to play. This time it cost $25, and I did not do as good of a job this time. It was a little bit disappointing. I noticed there was a lot less Pokemon vendors than usual. Usually one of the corners of I think there's 2 halls, maybe 3, but one of the corners of one of the halls is basically an entire Pokemon market. However, this time there wasn't as many people vending there and vending Pokemon, and I thought that was interesting and also kind of disappointing, but I wonder if it has to do with the fact that product's hard to find right now. Like, maybe some people couldn't come because they couldn't find anything, but I don't know. It was a little bit disappointing, but they did still have a pretty good thing going on. They had Mario Kart set up in the corner, and yeah, but it was a lot more crowded. They didn't have as many games as they usually did. It was very go, very busy. A lot of people trying to sell stuff. Oh my god, there was this one guy. There's this group of like 3 guys, and the one guy, if you're watching this, hi, you might want to click off the video because I'm about to complain. No, but there was this group of 3 guys, and this one guy had this card, and he was giving it to the vendor, and he was like, well, I don't know if I want to sell it. And he sat there for like 10 minutes, not even, like 20 minutes. I wanted to get in this booth because they had quite a few Pikachu cards that I was eyeing up, and I wanted to get a closer look at them. So I said, okay, this guy's taking forever. I did a loop around the little section, came back, he was still there, did another loop, still there, and the whole time he was just sitting there going, I don't know, like, I don't know if I want to sell it. Go. Leave. Think about it, go take a bathroom break, come back. So that was probably the worst experience of the whole show, which isn't, like, that's not that bad. It could be way worse. So I came across this one booth that had a Pikachu, not just, it was Pikachu, not Pokemon, but Pikachu is a Pokemon, but it had a Pikachu balloon, and I was like very interested. I was like, what's going on over here? It was sports cards. Why did you put up a Pikachu balloon if you're selling sports cards? I think they had like maybe like 5 Pokemon cards. That's clickbait. That's clickbait if I ever did see it.
Base set. So $45,000. First edition full complete jungle set, $3,500. First edition Team Rocket set, including the first secret rare Dark Raichu, 83 out of 82, $5,500. And just in case you have any Eevee friends or trainers, the full Prismatic Evolution Master Ball set.
I came across this graded Pikachu. I think it was like $10, but I had never heard of the grading company before and it looked so suspicious. But yeah, so I mainly picked up singles. Like I said, I just wasn't feeling the sealed product. There was a lot of cool stuff, but none of it was worth the price it was being sold for. We saw this PSA pre-check, which sounds like TSA pre-check. So basically it's this thing where like they pre-check your card for what grade it might be, and then they clean it up and like try to like make it a better grade if it's got any scuffs and stuff. And it was cool to watch the person do that. And then, by the way, in case anyone was wondering, here is my video of me opening my Brilliant Stars pack in the hotel room when I got back. Okay, let's do a little haul now. So I got 7 single cards, and then the booster pack that I won, and the Surging Sparks booster bundle. So let's start with that. So this is the booster bundle that I got. We're gonna open it on the channel together. If you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, I wanted to get at least one thing to open up on the channel while I was there. So then I got the Pikachu from Lost Origin, the trainer gallery when he's kicking her in the face. I love that card. I think it's so cute. And then this is my favorite card that I got while I was there, and that is the Pikachu secret rare from Crown Zenith. I really wanted to pull this card myself, and then I got this promo Pikachu. And then this is the Pikachu from, I want to say Pokemon Jungle. He's kind of a chub. And then I've got the Detective Pikachu. And then this is the Ash's Pikachu promo. There's a couple of these. This one was only $15 though, so I went with the cheapest one. And then I have Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, and this was $5, so I bought it. And he's kind of angry, and I kind of love that for him. So that is what I picked up from my card show, and I actually have something really cool to show you guys that I picked up from Costco. I'm gonna go get him now. This is my son. I got this jumbo Pikachu Squishmallow from Costco, and he was only $40, and I think that's really awesome. I think that was really cool, and I had to get, he was only $40. I had to get him. Like, that was kind of a win, guys. So that was my card show vlog. If you guys enjoyed, again, don't forget to like the video, and if you aren't already subscribed, don't forget to do that. I had a lot of fun at this card show, and I had a lot of fun vlogging it for you guys. I will put a link to all my Pokemon card openings down below in the description if you guys want to go check that playlist out, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.